Well, I'm sure everybody done heard about the suicide of Mr. Nealon. My condolences go out to his family. I can't see how nobody didn't see that. Like he was at his highs just a couple of nights before and went to his lowest and actually took his life. Um, I can't see how nobody's seen that, especially all the interactions. Uh, all athletes need to check on other athletes. If you're really concerned and you can pretty much see his surrounding of family and friends, or they're interacting, especially when you're rich. When you're rich, you can't stop a person from calling you. But I hate to hear an incident like that to happen. And then the technology they got to find him. They said they had a heat sensor that beamed in on him in a potty potty. He was in a little restroom and the heat sensor went through the plastic to detect he was there. That's another story. But to the Mavericks, Nico, you should have been gone. Once you made that decision to trade Luka, you should have been gone. Here it is, we just go to the finals. Luka ain't in shape. Luka drinking. Luka ain't practicing. But guess what? Luka balling. We ain't gonna be able to recover from that. Them firing him, yeah, cool. But we know it's a method to the madness. Now I'm saying this. This is my theory on it. He got paid to destroy the Mavericks. That man didn't hesitate to ride out of there. Like he couldn't wait. He already knew the writing was on the wall when he traded Luka. It's no matching that. You can't match that. And here it is, the first few games. Why would you trade for a player that's never been healthy in any season? He ain't been healthy in any season. Davis. Anthony Davis ain't been healthy in any season. Go check it up. Go check it out. Here it is, we trade from. He get hurt a couple of days in. The man get off the plane and get hurt. Now he ain't played. To be honest with you, I don't even think that man had a desire to play. Like basketball is really second nature to him. He don't have that fire. And I really think LeBron masterminded all this. I think LeBron looked at, man, we might can steal Luka. We might can steal Luka. It's got to be. Anthony Davis stayed hurt for the Lakers. He stayed hurt. Yeah, he held when he well. But when he ain't well, he don't even measure up. And I actually think AD, at one point in his career, he could be top 3 in the NBA. Because the man can play both ends of the court. The defensive end, and he can score. Remember what I said about there's only a couple of players that I give an outrageous amount of money to. Giannis, Shea, and Jokic. Other than that, I can't see no player you giving a whole bunch of money to and he only good on one end. He only exert his energy on one end. So you telling these young guys, long as I score, I'm gonna be a trillionaire almost. But Nico gave that up for the number 1 pick, and we already know it was some sugar in that. They blocked that off. There's no way in God's green earth that the Mavericks supposed to got the number 1 pick. All right, you take Cooper Flagg. You take Cooper Flagg. Listen, this is what I mean. You ain't trying to win now. You take Cooper Flagg. You start him, right? On top of that, we lost Kyrie. On top of that, we lost Kyrie for the year. He ain't coming back this year. We just don't match up to no team. All teams playing guys that can shoot and they can move. They're athletic. We can't win like that. We can't win like that. And then you can't count on AD. You can't count on AD. What I would have did, I'd have sent AD ass on to Milwaukee. This would have been a perfect fit. A perfect fit. I'd have sent AD to Milwaukee with a draft pick and another player for Giannis. For Giannis. Yeah. But yet still, y'all let this man y'all let Nico sabotage the Mavericks. They'll never recover. That was the worst trade in sports history. Just think, in the same year, we done had 2 of the worst trades in sports history. First, you got rid of Michael Parsons. Then you turn around and get rid of Luka. Goddamn, we the CBA of the NBA. Man, we the development league. You trading a Hall of Famer in his prime. And you know what that adds up to? That's like trading Michael Jordan in '89. What? Man, that's like trading Michael Jordan in '89. But yeah, I'm glad he out of there, man. I mean, it's no way. Now, I mean, yeah. If you ain't, it's no way you can rebound from that. There's no way. Luka, the numbers Luka putting up 35, man. He averaging 37 a night. Man, I mean, unstoppable. And then we had the team around him, man. We had the team around him. Like, I just can't believe Nico did that in his own right frame of mind. I think it was higher up. Sabotaged and it happened just the way it wanted him to happen. The owner, you can't fire the owner. You can't fire the owner. Owner just fired Nico like, all right, man, I'm gonna give you a couple mil, man. Get out of here. Now watch. This is to all the teams in the NBA. Why would you hire Nico? All 30-some teams in the NBA. I can't see nobody hiring him. If you come into a program and you take out arguably the top 5, top 10 greatest player in the league right now, you take him out. I ain't hiring you. You can't manage a team. I'm talking about broad daylight. You can't manage a team. But yeah. Yeah, he out of here. I guess we just live on. I'm thinking everything he did is void. Luka come back. That's crazy. I mean, we still ain't got no definitive answer of why you traded Luka. Of why. I know 1 million people ask this man, why would you trade Luka? It can't be nothing personal. All superstars got an edge, got a chip. They got a chip on their shoulder. Yeah, they do things the way they want to do. You know what? And I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. And you got a superstar, yeah, he gets superstar treatment. That's why he a superstar. It ain't just because of what he do on the court. It's what the treatment he get off the court. Off the court. Yeah, he can be late. Yeah, he could chew somebody out because he's the superstar. You go around the league right now. Go around the league. It just happened to be a lot of good examples in these times of the NBA. The Giannis's, the Jokic, the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The top stars just happen to be good role models. They good role models. So of course you're going to follow after them. But guess what? You got the Ants. Edwards. You got Anthony Edwards. He ain't no good role model. You got, who else? For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. He ain't no good role model. Hey, if you follow him, you ain't playing. Guess what? If you ninth on the bench, you need to play. Because you ain't making the money he making. But I'm saying it's just certain people you role model yourself after. And superstars are the ones. Superstars. If you ask any superstar who he role model his game at, he gonna tell you somebody else that was a superstar. Right? The Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, the Shaqs. Yeah. These people just happen to be good role models. So you said Luka, he was drinking. Okay, he drank. Man, you can sit down and talk to him, man. Anything going on with Luka, I feel like you can sit down and talk with him because he a foreigner. And he understand the American tradition of being a good role model. That's why I feel like somebody told Nico to do that, and they paid him off. Nico already knew he was finna get fired. When he made that trade, he knew he was finna get fired. When he made that trade, man, God had to come on the court and play basketball with that number one pick for him not to get fired. He knew he was fired. And the reason why he knew he was fired, because he knew, I don't care, we can pick any number one. It had to be, it couldn't have been Kobe been the number one pick. And they still would have lost. And he still would have got fired. Only person I could see was Michael Jordan. I'm talking about he came right out of college court, scoring like he been in the league all his life. But the point is, he knew his job. He knew his job was gone. And like I said, if any other team hired this man, we already know the fix is in. Now I wanna elaborate on this gambling scandal that's going on. Boy, they sure picking out a bunch of blacks. They done went to black baseball players, the Cuban baseball players. Man, look here. I'm finna tell you something. Gambling is a pandemic. All these apps they want you to go on, the dog days and all these different type of websites that you can go and just punch a button and pick overs and unders and all that. That's modernized hustling. Guess what? Man, in every city, every town, got little gambling shacks. And they figuring out, man, we can't control what we can't see. You can't watch every block. Because guess what? These ticket houses, these corner store ticket houses, these game rooms, the only way they'll be shut down if our own kind go in there and rob them people. That's the only way. Man, I'm from Dallas, Texas. That's the only way they'll be shut down. We'll shut it down. These people make more money, and guess what? You know it ain't no blacks on it. We know that. It ain't no blacks on these gambling ticket houses. And it ain't the Mexicans. They don't own it either. It's somebody else sponsoring that. But guess what? The people up at top, they don't like that. So they making it real convenient for you to gamble online. They even give you some money to start out with. Think of that. They give you money legally to start out with. Boy, if that ain't the setup, I don't know what it is. They trying to make everybody in the world do some gambling. Just punch this button. If you watch sports, punch a button and you can win with our money. You can start off with our money. But like I was saying, man, they got baseball players. Now they talking about a card scandal. Man, this man got contact lenses. Contact lenses that see through cards. How long that's been out? You got contact lenses that see through cards. Who's to say Vegas ain't been doing that? Who's to say Vegas ain't been doing that? We look at, this is hard you can't cheat cards. Well, why would he have men then? Why would he have men then? I don't care if the dealer, no. Las Vegas is in it for the money. That's why you're wasting your time, man. Everything is rigged. Everything. You just got to get on the rigged side. Everything. Prime example, the Cowboys against Green Bay. Man, ain't no way in here. Look at Green Bay right now, man. Man, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. Look at Green Bay right now. Man, they ain't allowing no more. They just held Philadelphia to 10 points. Carolina to 16. I mean, they got arguably the best defense in the league. And Dallas scored 40 points. Dallas scored 40 points. Dallas scored 40. I ain't trying to hear that, man. You know, you just gotta, that's why a diehard Cowboy fan come in at. Yeah, they taking the 3.5s and the 4s and the 5s and one. But the point is, it's supposed to be an annihilation. I came on this segment and said that. I say, man, this one game you could take to the bank. You could take to the bank. Any game, folks, that the majority is going with, like in that instance, that the majority is going with. Everybody taking Green Bay, but Dallas fans. Everybody's taking Green Bay, but Dallas fans. And it ends in a tie. 40-40. Come on in, man. Come on in, man. Dallas don't look good at home. Yeah, they look good until this Arizona game. But who's to say they gonna keep scoring 35? No. Oh, they got a lot of more games. They ain't gonna score 35. But the point is, when the fix is in, you got to go with the fix. Yeah, you got to go with the fix. You just got to figure it out. That's the chance you take. That's the chance you take. Man, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Dallas only getting 2.5, playing Green Bay. Something like that. Man, you got to take Dallas. I'm just using that for an example. But here it is. You got baseball players that saying, allegedly, you got baseball players that's supposed to be the first. They bet on first pitch. A first pitch is being bet on in a baseball game. The man say he's going to throw it in the ground. I'm going to say it again. The first pitch of a baseball game is being bet on. And you know how long a baseball game lasts? At least 3 hours. But they said a first pitch is being bet on, and the man threw it in the ground. A basketball player allegedly sprains his ankle. All this is allegedly. Sprains his ankle. He on the sideline. He threw the game. Well, shit. What's the name throwing games? Every time we read the NBA report, somebody's been scratched at the last minute. That's something they can't stop. That's something they can't stop. Prime example. Giannis. Hell, he just played. They played the Mavericks. He just played. Ankle contusion. Guess who they playing? The Charlotte Hornets. Them folks is 1-9, 1-8. Charlotte wins. Everybody in their mind took everybody that got any sense took Milwaukee. But the point is, you just gotta play along with the fix. When something don't look right, it ain't right. You believe it. When something don't look right, it ain't right. Allegedly. But here it is. Chauncey Billups. Man, Chauncey Billups ain't built like that. The Mafia? Who is the Mafia? You might be talking about the Caucasian Mafia. You can't be talking about the Italian Mafia. Yeah, you can't be talking about the Italian Mafia. Man, they went out into the depressions. Man, that don't even exist no more. Man, Trump is putting the National Guard in cities. If you think the Mafia was still around, listen, I'm going to say it again. Trump is putting National Guards in cities. Literally, National Guards is invading cities. And you tell me the Mafia still exists? That's the white Mafia. That ain't no Italian Mafia. That's the white Mafia. That's the white Mafia existing. But I said that to say, man, it's impossible. It's impossible for, I'm not, if I'm a multi-millionaire, what I look like for $200,000. I mean, that's like me used to driving Cadillacs, and here I am in a Celica or a Corolla. That don't make sense. If I got 3 Cadillacs, why would I go to the dealership and buy a Corolla, a Toyota Corolla? It just don't make sense. One player, a coach that's gambling. Come on now, man. Society done got so mysterious that you can't. It's a smoking mirror, man. You can't believe the stuff you see. You just gotta add it up and see do it make sense. Just add it up and see do it make sense. Now I want to speak on. Man, they just had a major bust. It's the political part right here. They just had a major bust in Arlington. They just busted 21 African Americans for all kind of mischievous stuff, right? They just busted 21 people, 21 youngsters. Man, we were just complaining. The city of Dallas was just complaining about the jail being overcrowded. And you mean 21 arrested, allegedly. And y'all say y'all ain't finished? Come on now, man. Y'all don't see the fixes in on that. And the reason, I'm going to tell you something. This is my theory on that. And the reason why a lot of the victims' family, they be wanting real justice because they know their child or whoever wasn't disruptive individual. But I'm going to tell you what the system looking at. The system gets paid for your body to be in there. Now, I'm going to tell you, they get paid, they doubles up. Not only do they get paid, they make money off you being hungry now. They playing on your belly. That's what they playing on. They playing on your belly. Make sure your belly is growling, and it make you want to buy that $4 Snicker. It make you want to buy that $2 soup. It make you want to buy that $3 bag of chips. Yeah. All these genetic modified products that they construct to sell to you. Yeah, that's why you get people, oh yeah, you cop out their lives. You know what? The courts can look at who you got to sponsor you while you in jail. Phone calls, visitations, commissary. That's the three number one things. Know you're going to call. Know you're going to call. As soon as you miss a store, you call it. Right? Commissary. Man, they feeding bologna sandwiches in the county jail. Man, these folks make astronomical numbers just on your depravity. You being deprived. And you need these products to live. Man, look at the soap, toothpaste, deodorant. If they do sell you something, out here that shit don't cost nothing but $1.25. They'll sell it to you there for $8. Man, I ain't making this up. This should have been exposed. This here should have been exposed. You go to jail, you buy products that they almost giving away out here for astronomical numbers. That's why you got a lot of people do heinous crimes. Heinous crimes. And get life sentences. Get life without parole. Because guess what? They looking at the longevity. The longevity of you being incarcerated. Yeah, we going to get some money out you. We going to get some money. And in Texas, we going to get some money. And we going to get some work. You paying them to work. That's what that is. You is paying I'm talking about the state of Texas. You is paying to work. Because guess what? You can come in from the fields. They call it commissary. Guess what? If you got some money on your books, you going down now. Not everybody. Not everybody. Everybody don't need to go down now. But guess what? You going down there if you got something down there. If anything, a cold ice cream. You getting a pint. But here it is. They just captured, allegedly, they just captured 21 young blacks out of Arlington, Texas. Man, if y'all don't see the writing on the wall, man, this here gonna go on, man. This here gonna go on and on and on. They'll build another jail. They'll build another jail. Then they keep you in the county. You liable to stay in the county 2 years. 2 years for a simple theft or assault or a domestic dispute. Man, you stay in jail 2 years, man. Stay in jail 2 years, man. But that's all I got, man, for now. But before I go, man, hey, man, at some point, I had to learn the lesson the hard way, too. I had to learn the hard way. But, crime done went to another level. But I feel like, man, if you let 21 people, how can I orchestrate? I'll show you how crazy this is. You think 21 people out that 21, one ain't gonna tell? That's crazy. 21 is 21 people affiliated with each other. And you don't think one of them gonna tell. Man, one of them gonna tell on stuff that, man, look. Man, a lot of these people finna be backdoored. Yeah, that's just something to tell these people. Boy, somebody gonna tell something to just be telling. Man, I broke into my neighbor's car and stole his cigarettes. They just gonna tell something to be telling. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. All right.